Hey guys, my name is Rachel Vodolik, and I am a success mindset mentor for small business owners and entrepreneurs. I help people who want to run amazing businesses create a success-based mindset so that they can have a successful foundation for their business to stand on. So basically, I teach everything I've learned in the past 3.5 years of being in business. I run several different businesses. I have my former Etsy shop, Huckleberries and Rain, where I sell cool t-shirts, art, knit hats and scarves. I also help people get their books published on Amazon, and then I also do the success mindset mentoring. And so basically, what is a successful mindset? Successful mindset is a combination of all your beliefs in your brain that really help you to be more successful. Unfortunately, most of us are brought up raised in a way that isn't conducive to being successful. For me at least, I was raised to believe that success meant working in a job that you hated for all your life till you turn 55, and then you can retire and then you can live the life that you want. Well, I wasn't having it. So at the age of 25, I quit my job as a chemist and I started my journey of starting my own business. I've always kind of been an entrepreneur. I've always really wanted to run a business. I had a lemonade stand, lawn mowing business, when I was a kid, and so business has just kind of been in my blood. But the thing was, I didn't have a success-based mindset. I was very insecure, I was very shy, I had a hard time marketing my products and services. I basically struggled in my business for a really long time, and finally it came down to a day in 2014 when literally a month apart, my grandpa and my cat passed away. My business was failing, I was struggling, I was running out of money. I was like at my wit's end. I was crying my eyes out of frustration. And God finally like knocked me upside the head and was like, Rachel, you need to learn to love yourself so that your clients and customers will love you too, and then they'll want to buy from you. It was like a light bulb moment went off. It was really kind of like, oh, okay. So ever since that moment, I have worked really hard on building my mindset into a more success-based mindset. So for me, a success-based mindset has three key components. The first is self-love, which is also known as confidence. Basically, really loving who you are right now so you can move yourself into a newer, better version of yourself. A lot of people think that you have to beat yourself up in order to move forward and to become more successful, and actually that's very detrimental to your success. Forgiving yourself and loving yourself is actually very, very important to being successful. Because the more success you have, then the more you have to accept your failures, because failure is just a part of success. And really learning to not beat yourself up over failing, is huge to being successful. The second part is self-esteem. And self-esteem is basically what you believe about yourself, and if you believe that you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have good self-esteem because they don't believe that they can actually achieve their goals. We're taught to play small. We're taught to just follow what everyone else is doing and to do what everyone else is doing because that's safe. That keeps us in our tribe. That's what everyone else is doing. But the key to really living a truly authentic, successful life is to follow what your heart tells you to do and to believe in yourself enough that you actually go do it. So the third tenet of a success-based mindset is self-worth. It's basically, what do you believe you're worthy of? What do you believe you deserve? Most people are raised to believe that they don't deserve anything. I literally thought I was worthless. Like I didn't even deserve to be alive. And of course, that makes success harder because you won't work hard for things that you don't believe you deserve. If you don't believe you deserve $1 million, you won't work hard to get it. If you believe you don't deserve anything, you're not going to get anything because you're not going to work for it. So it's really important that you have all three things in place in order to be successful. There's a lot of other little tidbits of that go into a success-based mindset, but it's really more important to have those three in place because then you can build a successful business based off of those three. So basically in this video, I also wanted to go into how to do EFT. What is EFT? How to do it? How does it work? So EFT is also it's known as emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping. And basically what you do is you tap on specific energy points in your body. It's kind of like acupuncture without the needles, like acupressure. And basically what it does is it helps to rewire your brain. So the way your brain works is You have your subconscious brain and your conscious brain. Your subconscious brain runs about 95% of the show. Your conscious brain only runs about 5% of the show. The thing is that your subconscious brain is forming from the time you were born to when you're about 6 or 7 years old. And during that time, your subconscious brain acts like a sponge. It absorbs everything it hears, everything it sees, and that creates the pattern for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, what happens is we are surrounded by people that don't have a success-based mindset. And so we absorb what they believe, we absorb what they tell us, we absorb what they think about money, about success, about love, relationships, happiness, everything about life we absorb during those first 6 or 7 years of our life. And then it basically creates a pattern for the rest of our life. So if you're wondering why you keep going through the same cycles, the same things over and over and over again, it's because of those patterns. You're stuck in that cycle because of those patterns. And what EFT does is it goes in and it interrupts those patterns and it helps you to create new patterns so that you can achieve new goals, new success, and create a new life, basically. So for me, EFT has been huge in transforming me in who I was, which was shy, insecure, a people pleaser. Like, I didn't like confrontation. I was horrible at doing videos. I couldn't market my products and services. I couldn't run a business. I was not good at running a business. And EFT has really shifted my brain so that I get really good at, I am getting better and better at running a business every day. Like, the strategy, literally, people think the strategy is all you need to know. No, the strategy is only 20%. Because if you don't have the mindset to back up the strategy, your strategy is not going to work. And I learned this one the hard way. So I used to be an Instagram marketing expert. Still kind of am. And basically, I struggled for about a year to build my Instagram following, and I got it to about 1,500 people in a year because I didn't have the mindset to do the consistent work every single day to build the following. But then once the mindset work clicked, I was able to build my Instagram following to 15,000 followers in 9 months. I did the same exact strategy, same exact stuff I was doing before. The difference was my mindset. I was able to then take consistent action every single day because my mindset was on board. So that is why EFT is really important, because it literally helps you to shift your mindset so that you can take consistent action, so you can market your products and services, so you can build the business of your dreams. Without your mindset, you're not going to be able to achieve it. So EFT is super, super important because it will literally rewire your brain. So how you do EFT is you tap on specific spots of your body. And there's lots and lots of different spots, but I just like to do the basic sequence. So usually what I do is I start with the first one, which is the karate chop, which is right here on the side of your hand, and you just tap it. And you just keep tapping. And usually the basic premise of it goes, even though and then you state whatever you're working on, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am afraid of being judged, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm afraid of running out of money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So you usually tap on the karate chop at least maybe a minute or so, kind of to warm yourself up. And then you can go into the main tapping sequence. And so usually what I do is I start up here on my head and you just kind of tap in a circle. And then you go to the inside of your eyebrow. You do either side, but I do this side. Then you go on the outside of your eye, and then underneath your eye, under your nose, kind of on your chin. And then there are several spots on your body, but I usually do the collarbone, which is right at the base of your neck, kind of where the bones are right here. You just tap here. And then some people like to do the underarm one, but I find it really awkward. So I usually go to what's called the sore spot, which is right here. If you kind of press on it, it's a little sore there, but I just tap right here. So that's the usual sequence that I do. There's lots of other people that do lots of different sequences, but that is how I do mine. And basically what you want to say while you're tapping is you just want to walk through whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're struggling with, whatever comes to your brain. I just literally let things flow when I do a tapping sequence. And after a while, you'll notice you'll either start yawning, you'll burp, you'll sneeze. And these are usually signs that your brain and your energy is shifting. And that means that it's working. And if you don't get any of those signals, don't worry, keep tapping. So I usually go through a lot of the negative stuff first to kind of clear it out, like, talk about my fears, what I'm afraid of, what's going on in my brain. And then once I feel stuff kind of start to shift, then I start to go into the positive. Because what you want to do is you want to release the negative first and then replace it with something positive. So like, for example, if you watch any of my other videos, one of them is fear of being judged. And so I talk about like, I'm afraid of being judged. I'm afraid of people saying bad things about me. I'm afraid of it ruining my business. I'm afraid of all this stuff. And then I go into the positive and it's like, no, those things that people say aren't really about me. It's about them and how they view themselves. And I make it so that it's safe for me to do things in my business. Because the real key important part is you want to make things safe. If things don't feel safe to your subconscious brain, you won't do it. And that's the thing that people don't realize is your subconscious brain is there to keep you safe. Like the reason it's put there is because when we were back living out on the plains and there were lions and tigers and bears, oh my, your subconscious brain was there to look for signals and to listen for things that would tell you that there's danger. And so basically your brain is there, to keep you safe. But if you think of being visible in your marketing or doing something consistent in your business or anything is unsafe, you won't be able to get yourself to do it. Because remember, your subconscious is running 95% of the show. So if it's not safe in your brain, you're not going to be able to do it. So basically EFT really just helps to rewire your brain and it helps to change things. And the important part is that you keep doing it over and over and over again. Doing it once and then saying, oh, it didn't work. No, you got to do it more than one time because usually what happens is the core belief is, it's like an onion. Your beliefs are like an onion. Like imagine a whole bunch of little onions and each onion has a core belief that you hold really, really deep. And outside the core belief are these little tiny other beliefs that make up the layers of the onion. And you have to peel away each layer a little bit at a time to get down to the core belief. And then once you clear the core belief, poof, the onion's gone. And like an onion, sometimes they make you cry. So give EFT a try. It's literally changed my life. It's changed my business. It's changed everything for me. And it continues to change things for me. And keep doing it over and over and over again, and you will notice a difference. And sometimes, though, you won't notice a difference for a while, but other people will start to notice you too. When I first started tapping a lot, people started noticing, they're like, you're glowing. Like, you're kind of radiant. What are you doing? Like, what moisturizer are you using? And it's like, I'm using EFT. And so sometimes we won't see the changes in ourselves, but other people will see it, and you'll start to notice that you're able to do more in your business. You're able to market yourself more successfully, more easily, and things just keep getting easier. So give EFT a try. Try it every day for at least a week, and go check out the rest of my videos. Subscribe to my channel if you want more awesome videos. All right, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.